Trump, outside of his Twitter feed, isn't necessarily the person in the White House who's doing the most to advance his legal challenges against the election. Usually it's someone like Rudy Giuliani being dispatched to, like hardware stores and stuff like that. But you also have Kayleigh McEnany, who held a press conference with Ronna McDaniel, Republican Party chair, and it got so crazy and so evidence-free that even Fox wasn't having it anymore. Take a look.
Party in America that opposes verifying signatures, citizenship, residency, eligibility. There is only one party in America trying to keep observers out of the count room. And that party, my friends, is the Democrat Party. You don't take these positions because you want an honest election. You don't oppose an audit of the vote because you want an accurate count. You don't oppose our efforts at sunlight and transparency because you have nothing to hide. You take these positions because you are welcoming fraud and you are welcoming illegal voting. Our position is clear. We want to protect the franchise of the American people. We want an honest, accurate, lawful count. We want maximum sunlight. We want maximum transparency. We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be...
I just think we have to be very clear. She's charging the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this. I want to make sure that maybe they do have something to back that up, but that's an explosive charge to make, that the other side is effectively rigging and cheating. If she does bring proof of that, of course, we'll take you back. So far, she has started saying right at the outset, welcoming fraud, welcoming illegal voting. Not so fast. We'll have more after this.
I love the not so fast. Yeah. Spoiler alert, they didn't have anything. There were follow-up questions. Can you point to actual votes that were fraudulent? And they don't have anything. We're a week into this, multiple press conferences into this. And it's so sad that even Neil Cavuto is making the decision to cut away. Rashad, what are your thoughts?
Man, so big ups to Neil Cavuto. Excuse me, big ups to Neil Cavuto. And I've heard Neil Cavuto go on commentary against Donald Trump on a few occasions. And I've been on Cavuto's show frequently. And yeah, the guy has a conservative slant. Yes, he is definitely pro-Trump as it relates to some of the economic policies, but he's willing to do things like that. He's at a conservative network still. Now, keep in mind, people at Fox, they've already criticized him. People who follow Trump criticized him, right? So he's not doing this in some kind of protected silo. But it does show you how extreme the rhetoric has become from this campaign. And she just wants to be accepted so much. I mean, she's there. She reminds me of a 12-year-old girl who just wants, she will just say whatever mom and daddy tells her to say because she wants to be accepted. And I think she has that kind of relationship with the campaign. She is simply a puppet. They tell her what to say and she's saying it because she'd rather be accepted than be truthful with the American people. And remember, we're the people paying her salary.
Exactly. I almost, she's a grown adult. You have to hold her accountable, but to some extent, she just reads what they put in her trapper keeper. So I don't know who to blame more, but yeah, no. And this is who she is. She is whatever she's being paid to be. Back before Donald Trump became president, she called him a xenophobic bigot, and Joe Biden was a man of the people, and all that stuff. Right. And so the reason that I think it's worth at least a few moments of our time focusing on her is that was Fox cutting away from her. But my next message goes to CNN and MSNBC. You're not obligated to hire her on as a contributor in the next 6 months. I know there's a very high chance they're gonna do that. You don't actually have to do that. You can bear in mind that not only did she lie to the American people on a daily basis as the press secretary, but when Donald Trump tried to effectively institute some sort of judicial coup against the United States, she was out front as his head woman in that effort. So remember that when you decide that for some reason she needs to be on a panel with Don Lemon. It doesn't actually have to be that way.
Agreed. But here's the thing, man, they're gonna give her a job, you know that, right? So she'll have her contributor's job. She'll create some controversy. She'll say things that are still silly and extreme, and we'll tolerate it, we'll entertain it, we'll debate it. A friend of mine said, never argue with a fool because they'll beat you with their experience, right? And so that's what you create. In scenarios like this, you argue with people that simply are not operating in good faith, you will never win the argument.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.